Thank you. Since childhood, I've looked to Mars as a way to live. A place to have children whom we can later forgive. I want to eat Martian food and sip Martian drink. To clean Martian dishes in a Martian sink. In Martian socks and heavy shoes, I cross the planet and break all the rules. The planet's red glow stirs my soul. And my dog will sleep in a Martian hole. Currently on Earth, my dog struggles to rest, but he'll soon be the source of a Martian nest. So, I've started to feel that Earth is quite weary. And in my mind, I have a theory. If tomorrow is promised to us in the land of the free, you must ask yourself, where will that land be? The Mars rover on a quest so grand, exploring the red planet's land. Sojourner was first to lead, with wheels adventure taking speed. Next came Spirit, then Opportunity, with roving wheels and a quest for discovery. Curiosity came next with might, with a drill and laser. It shone so bright. Red mountains climbed with grace, tongues wagging all over the place. Perseverance now takes the helm with a collar cone and a helicopter to overwhelm. It seeks signs of ancient life with tools so advanced, an army knife. These rovers sent from far and wide have given us wisdom, a heaven outside of the red planet and its lore. So let's honor these explorers forevermore. But a rover is a dog who has been sent exploring. A connection so simple, it almost seems boring. But let's consider the dog's domestication. A species forced to a lower station. We became man, wolf became dog. An animal husband, a total stymied cog. He appears 20,000 years ago, found first by humans in areas with snow. The wolf appears, the dog follows, the heavenly apostle of Apollo. An evolution subject to speculation, research points to the climate's degradation. The winter tundra in North Siberia forced a canine hysteria. As two species hunt the same prey, their previous nature will tend to stray. And by the Upper Paleolithic era, man's effect on the broader terra meant less to hunt and chase for wolves, giving man's protection a greater pull.
A dog is just a wolf who is slow.
Beaten down, helpless, confidence low. Their body shrivels as they yearn for your care. Perfect for humans, a friend not aware. Humans spread like a virus cross globe, The dog continues his downward slope. He is quickly harnessed, made to do man's work. A leash of control in a world gone berserk. Material culture shows the dog all over, and for that reason, we call him Rover. The conspiring empire and our first people ensured the dog to remain naught but our sheeple. Our best friend and eternal love, forever curious about the world above. But remember the wolf and his distant cry. On Mars, this could be you or I. As humans, we're dogs who've lost the hunt. The average American is the litter's runt. But Jeff Bezos is an alpha true, with the Martian dream beyond the blue. Founder of Amazon, an empire so grand, a wolf whose bite reshapes the land. A passion for space cannot be tamed. Bezos' vision for mankind, as he's proclaimed. With reusable rockets and a lunar lander, Blue Origin space is a taken gander. Show your belly to Bezos, a man with a plan, a future in space, land on demand. Think of the Second World War, thermocarbon dating, a perpetual present, history abating. So, a soft war with Russia, President Jack Kennedy enters the White House with his old dog Charlie. Charlie good dog, but world peace still elusive. Charlie gets friend, care of Prime Minister Khrushchev, named Pushinka, a dog you could hug, legally after he is swept for bugs. With Russians, care is always required, but credit to Khrushchev, the gift was inspired. Pushinka comes from a lunar line. Her mother went to space and then returned in kind. Named Strelka, the dog was really quite famous. One had to wonder, were they trying to shame us? The Cold War begins in the space race. The wolf and the dog both have the same face. Strelka, Laka, the Russians take the lead. Kennedy advances, addicted to speed. Kennedy calls a shot and then exits the stage, ushering in our feral political age. A confident man whose head was destroyed by a mythic tiny historic asteroid. The moon is his legacy, America persists. With World War II on the brain, who could resist? America is Earth, and the globe is all Mars. The places we cannot reach with our cars. To some, it must be the other way around. To feel like a wolf, but in fact, be a hound. America adopted Werner von Braun, a Nazi reformed who made science his pawn. Proclaimed a genius, to space we must go, he'd often propose. Proclaimed a genius, a wolf in sheep's clothes. To space, to space, to space. A film with Walt Disney explaining his science. A novel technology, it required a buy-in. In Collier's he wrote, we must go to space and explore everything for the human race. When NASA was founded, they called him to service, given money and power, a higher purpose. This is good now, he said, to help us find God, a collective dream in the land of Nod. In early flights, scientists used animals. To use a human is legally cannibal. The Russians used dogs, the States we used monkeys. Think of it as a spiritual turnkey. A dog space, a very special thing, a bell for our friend you can never unring. The Russians correct? With dogs and moreover, we copied them. They invented the rover. The dog is sent, our curious little drone. Returning they bring the war back home. The pioneers of space, there's four they feel. Sun Ra, Braun, Carl Sagan, this man Jared O'Neill. A teacher at Princeton, obsessed with flying. He had big ideas without even trying. Working with students freaked out by the war, he asked them to gaze at a distance quite far. We've come a long way as a species, this race. Is one planet even enough to contain our new shape? Fear of population and environmental decay, O'Neill sought to house people in a new way. Solar panels and mining energy, designing pods and connected colonies. His ideas went viral, which freaked NASA out. A backlash came to snuff this funding out. O'Neill moved into the private sector, satellites, mag trains, and many a lecture. Influenced Bezos in his interest in space and trying to make it a more livable place. But at Amazon, dogs roam free. They run around like you or me. With treats at reception, it must be home. They built a doggy deck. It's polished chrome. It started with Bezos, who had a corgi named Rufus, who became an influential mascot, an early fuss. Quickly multiplying, he lit a spark, a family that required their famous dog park. Now thousands of dogs live in this place, the children of Rufus, in this open space. A dog should be able to sleep in any sort of state, but to challenge themselves, I'm told, they stay awake. So when Bezos started his website, he took a magic kind of delight in pairing every error message with a puppy's grinning visage. Mistakes are human, our core worth. And Rufus agrees, we never leave Earth. I've never had a dog, and perhaps I never will. But some ideas you simply can't kill. I act satisfied, but I can't be complacent. A darker future is Earth adjacent. An expression for me, an external heart, my wolf era on Mars can now finally start. It is accepted that art follows power, the institutional jester, the corporate flower.
The dog has been a subject
Since art began, in caves throughout Asia and Upper Japan. In portraits of royalty, a dog often spied, though only those portraits ever survive. A dog's meaning can vary, but some trends exist. Ideas of loyalty, fidelity, and wealth persist. A dog is a wolf made into a tool. In dreams, hunting, man's greatest rule. A subject in painting, dotting the landscape. Fur depicted with a palette's scrape. In the 21st century's ongoing tedium, it is observed the message is the medium. The dog remains an elephant of control, subject or object, on perpetual patrol.